Hey everyone, James Sharmack here from the Nerd Room with J&J. We are back with another McFarlane Toys review for you. We are looking at the Batman figure from the Batman itself. Pretty solid movie. If you guys haven't seen it, which you probably have, go see it. Anyways, take a look at the figure, the McFarlane Toys 7-inch figure. Take a look at the box, take a look at the figure itself, the articulation, design, the usual stuff, and looking forward to it. I've looked for this figure for a little while after I saw a movie, of course. They were everywhere before you see the movie, and then as you see the movie, they're all gone. Go figure. So I gotta thank Jason Morgan for finding this one for me. So looking forward to do the review, and we'll get on to it. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the box. So we have the box as usual, the usual McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse box, except for like the Batman logo on the bottom. Nice window display showing the figure in all its glory. Side, window, Batman doesn't really say anything else. On the back, yeah, nice picture from, or at least, it looks like the figure itself in a pose, or it looks like he's using the grappling hook with some other figures from the movie. Obviously, Batman from the Batman, as well as the logo. Back to the front, nice window view from the top with the Batman logo there. 22 points of articulation, so that's pretty cool. And the usual stuff on the bottom. But, that's it. It is what it is, right? So, let's really take a look at the figure, shall we? Alright, so let's take a look at the figure itself. Out of the package, looking very cool. Obviously, spot on to the movie. Just want to take a look. Probably not supposed to come off. So, the suit itself looking very nice. Very obviously screen authentic, because that's how McFarlane rolls. I do like the head sculpt's pretty cool on the figure itself. The lips are a little bit dark for my taste, but it is what it is. I like looks pretty solid. Otherwise, it looks like Robert Pattinson. Nice detail on the mask itself. If you can see in the detail, it's obviously hand sewn more or less. Doesn't look industrial. The suit itself, when we get him to stand up, looks almost designed, inspired by the Arkham game, so that's pretty solid. And it's supposed to be tactical armor, like obviously that there's no yellow on it, just a lot of grays, a lot of blacks. The cape is a little heavy on the figure, it does make him stand back. That's why we're using the DC figure stand to keep him upright, because he can't really stand on by himself, but it is what it is. Figure comes with the usual McFarlane card, as it comes with the same artwork in the back, with the description of the figure or the story, as well as a grappling hook, which we already done. So yeah, pretty solid looking figure. The design obviously taken from the movie, and inspired somewhat by Arkham Knight. The chin area looks almost, or the neck area looks more like it's inspired by Gotham by Gaslight. I like the detail on the gauntlets, like the tasers and whatnot. So let's take a look at this cat's articulation, shall we? Okay, let's take a look at his articulation. So starting at the head can surprisingly go back that far. I kind of thought it wouldn't, because the neck piece he has on can look down that far. Rotation at the neck, of course, and he can tilt his head. He's got that butterfly hinge, so he can bend his arms way back and bend them back forward. Arms go all the way around. Bicep rotation, double joint the elbow. No forearm rotation, but he's got crazy wrist rotation. He's got a diaphragm hinge, so he can turn all around, bend forward, and bend to the sides and go forward and whatnot. Hip rotation at the waist. Legs go apart that far. Forward and back that far. Very, very slight thigh rotation, because he had this weird joint on the inside. Double joint at the knee. Calf rotation. Ankle, it's very slight ankle pivoting, and move the ankle back and forth, as well as toe articulation. So, as usual, it's pretty solid articulation for a McFarlane toy. So, yeah, pretty flexible as usual. Let's compare him to, say, I don't know, the McFarlane Batman figure, the McFarlane design. I've never reviewed, but I have in the collection regardless. So just wanted to get him next to the only other McFarlane Batman I have, the McFarlane designed Batman. It's a bit out there, design-wise, but you know, it is what it is, right? So, which one do you guys prefer? Let me know in the comments below. I will say this, the McFarlane Toy stands do a lot of work for these figures, obviously. Couldn't probably do a running pose otherwise, so you know, that's awesome, I think. Still wonky, but he can hold that back crouching position. You know, he can do on a rooftop if you want to pose him like that, thanks to the toe articulation. So, you know, it looks a little weird to me, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. So, I do wish he had a little bit better articulation in his diaphragm, because you might maybe, you know, bend forward a little bit more just to get a more imposing crouching. But pretty solid figure. It has the usual McFarlane cape heaviness to it, so you gotta use the stand. But you know, the stand, you know, works pretty well, so you can get some decent poses out of it. And the figure, you know, obviously expertly designed. Looks just like the movie, so it'll stand out. Looks just imposing. It's standing up as he does, like in a fighting pose. So that's pretty cool. Face itself, you know, looks a lot like Robert Pattinson. You know, I wish the lips weren't, you know, that dark, but it is what it is. So yeah, if you can find them, you know, put them in your collections. So that's it for this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go and see about getting some more the Batman figures for, you know, for the collection, obviously. See how it goes. And yeah, if you haven't seen it, go see the movie. It's fantastic. I don't want to say it's fun, because it is very, very dark. So, and I said it's probably not one for the kids. So, there you go. Anyways, thank you guys so much. If you do like this review, and you know, probably don't, it's a public access one. I'm, you know, just, you know, inventing this stuff as I go along sometimes with these videos. So, but if you do like it, give me a like. You like it, and if you like, you know, the low budget approach I do, give me a subscriber, and I'd really dig that. So, anyways, thank you guys so much, and until the next time, keep on collecting and happy hunting.